All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Lucky Strike Bowl in Tucson, Arizona at I'm doing multiple things at once. John Verbal here at Lucky Strike Bowl in Tucson, Arizona, and we're here for the championship match of Saturday Shootout VII. And what a day it's been. We've got enthusiastic open bowlers, a few pairs to the left of us, so I don't know how much that sound is carrying through, but it should be a louder than normal championship match. I'm just going to check and make sure everything is streaming okay, so give me a moment while I look up the screen and make sure that we're good. All right, looking good. Looking like we can actually see the scores as well, which is great. All right, well, welcome everybody. So, been a great day here at Lucky Strike Bowl in Tucson, and we are down to our 4 championship match bowlers. I got to turn the sound down on my laptop, or it's going to drive me nuts to hear the feedback. So, give me just a minute. So in our championship match, and we'll talk about more about them in a moment, is Cody Johnston representing the Scratch division from Phoenix, Arizona. We have Brandon Knapp representing the Challenger division. He's from Oro Valley. We have Ricky Montgomery representing the Senior division. He's from Tucson. And we have Aiden Cheney representing the Foundation division, and he's also from Tucson. So those are our 4 division champions, and they bowled on a pretty difficult pattern today. It was a 2026 PBA Junior, and the name of it's escaping me, right on the tip of my tongue, and of course my computer locked up, so I was just going to find it for you real quick and give that to you. So just waiting impatiently for my computer to respond to me here. I'll probably think of that before it pops up. But while I'm waiting for the computer slowly to respond to my begging, I can tell you that the pattern played pretty tough for a 4.9 to 1 challenge pattern. And let me typing and talking at the same time, not my forte. There we go. PBA Junior McEwen. 41-foot pattern, 4.81 to 1, with 29.4 mils of volume. And the pattern is deceptive in that it looks like it should play soft. And indeed, we had some good scores today. On our very first squad, Dwight Burns in the Senior division popped off a 300. So there were some scores to be had, but just a smattering of them. Cut scores were pretty low compared to what we've seen recently. Which honestly was kind of nice for a change. But I'll just give you the cut scores real quick. So in the Challenger division in the morning, plus 85 a little bit high, plus 70 in the Foundation, plus 52 in Scratch, which is pretty low for the Scratch division, and plus 69 in the Senior division. That was in the morning. In the afternoon, the cut in Challenger was plus 33, the cut in Foundation was plus 26. The cut in Scratch, where we had just a phenomenal number of Scratch bowlers in the afternoon, was plus 30, and in the Senior division, plus 32. We had a really good representation from all the divisions, but especially the Scratch division today. Scratch division had, I think, the most of any division today. So we had 29 entries in the Foundation, 30 in Challenger, 30 in Senior, and 55 Scratch bowlers turned out today. I think I'm guessing in part because the cut score is so low that it's like, well, surely I can shoot plus 30, plus 40, plus 50 and make the cut. And that was very difficult to do. A lot of good bowlers had a lot of difficulty with this pattern. Okay, I'm going to get on the mic here and introduce them to our crowd. It's assembled, and we will get started. All right, congratulations again to our 4 grand finalists for making it this far. These 4 bowlers are bowling for $2,500 with a chance at amazingly, my estimate was right on again. A chance at winning $5,500 today with the number of entries he had. It worked perfectly so that one of them will have a chance at that. But you got to win the match first. We have 4 good bowlers here coming out to bowl. Our first bowler, representing the Foundation Division from Tucson, Arizona, Aiden Cheney. Aiden works at Home Depot. He's been bowling for only a year and a half, which is amazing. He has a high game of 265, a high series of 635. I'm curious, I'll take a look and see how he bowled in qualifying, but that's a rough start for him. And we did see a lot of that today. A lot of people having difficulty controlling the pocket today. Obviously, the people that got this far figured it out for sure, but it wasn't easy. So Aiden comes in with a 141 average and 45 pins of handicap. That's actually the max handicap that we give out in this tournament club. All right, well, a little rough start for him, but I'm sure he'll work through it. Representing the scratch division from Phoenix, Arizona, Cody Johnston. Cody is a medical student. He's been bowling for 24 years. He has 300, 826 is his high series, 2 800s, 5 300s. Bowled very well today. Pretty impressive performance. Notable tournament victories is he's a USBC intercollegiate team runner-up with Lawrence Technological University of Michigan. Nice shot there. Representing the senior division from Tucson, Arizona, Ricky Montgomery. So we had 144 entries here in Tucson. Really good, honestly. We had a pretty slow morning, and then we were pretty packed out in the afternoon. Used the whole house, almost the whole house, in both of our afternoon squads. That's becoming a bit of a pattern that the morning squads are a little bit lighter, and the afternoon go nuts, and that happened again today. But 144 entries was a pleasant surprise because, honestly, there were a lot of people that walked up and bowled. Oh, great shot there by Ricky. And representing the Challenger Division from Oro Valley, Arizona, Brandon Knapp. So the Tucson area really representing here today. Just had a great group of people. We had quite a few come down from Phoenix as well, and a couple bowlers from New Mexico. I don't have the state-by-state stats, but really good representation down here. It was hopping for the 2 o'clock squad where we had, how many bowlers did we have? Oh, no, sorry, the 1 o'clock squad. We had 55 bowlers in that squad. All right, great shot there by Brandon. All right, now these bowlers will get rolling. Okay. And I didn't say anything about Brandon. Let me just give a little bit of his background, even though he just threw a nice strike. He's from Oro Valley, financial analyst, has been bowling for 5 consecutive, 8 total years, has a 300, has a high series of 852. It's great. 5 300s and 1 800. That's pretty good to have 1 800 and have it be an 852. That's pretty sweet. He has had a King of Hills doubles win down here in Tucson with Ethan Foster, who's here bowling today and watching now. 9th place finish and a 6th place finish in PBA regionals. Hobbies and interests. He loves to watch the Diamondbacks disappoint him. Just leave it at that. All right, we are back. Sorry, folks. We're having some difficulty with the live stream. And now it's zoomed out, unfortunately. And so it's going to be a little more difficult to see the scores. My apologies for that. It's not letting me zoom in now. This is a Facebook thing. Or once it interrupts the stream, it doesn't want to zoom in again. So my apologies, you won't see the scores as well unless you're on a really big screen. But it looks like we are streaming. Just waiting for it to catch up here. All right, looks like we're alive again. Yeah, again, sorry about that. Apologies. Internet was a challenge all day today. We actually had 4 different hotspots we tried, and it was rough today to get consistent signal. I'm working on something that will help the tournament operation, although it wasn't too bad, but it was just annoying. But this is not good, and so hopefully we'll stay. I'm on a different hotspot now. And again, apologies for the zoom out. Nothing I can do about it now unless I stop and start the stream, which I'm not going to do, because who knows what will happen. So if you can still see the action, I'll try to disrupt the scores as best I can. So real nice shot there by Cody. Cody has strike, strike, spare strike. Brandon strike, spare strike. Aiden open, spare, and shooting at a tough 1-2-8-9 lead and picks it up really nicely. And then Ricky strike, split, miss, and then 9 out. And so that's where we're at right now. Again, really early in the match. I think before we got so rudely interrupted by our internet connection, I was going to tell you their handicaps. So let me do that now. I've started anyway. But Aiden is getting 45 sticks with a 141 average. Cody Johnston, being in the scratch division, of course, doesn't have any handicap. Ricky Montgomery, a senior, is getting 8 pins of handicap. And Brandon Knapp in the challenger division is getting 12 pins. So Aiden's got a huge advantage just because of the handicap, which looks like it is being added in on filled frames. So at least those numbers are a little bigger. Probably still not bigger enough to see for you folks, and I'm really bummed about that, because I zoomed in before we started, and then the internet had other plans. So sorry I don't have anybody else on the mic with me today. Just have to bear with me. Typically we have one casher's round that of course one casher's round, but we have a casher's round that takes us to one additional round of eliminators. But today with this many scratch bowlers, we had 4 bowlers in the first eliminator round. So we cut that to 2. And the other 3 divisions had enough to know who their finalist was after the first round of the eliminator. So I'll try to describe the action best I can while I'm jumping into other things here. Really great shot from Cody. Let me just say, Cody, I'm just going back and taking a quick look here. Yeah, Cody had a big match with Anthony Strickland in the semifinal of the scratch division. Won it 235 to 229. What was interesting about the scratch bowlers today is that they seem to do better the more burned lanes, more burned these lanes were. Because here we've been on the double burn since the cashier's round. This is technically the triple burn here. The eliminators as well were on the triple. So, but this pair was left idle after the cashier's round. So they're bowling on what the eliminator rounds were, which is a triple burn. And while we're watching this, and it's early in the match, obviously I'll get more in-depth describing the action here as we get later. Just want to let you know about upcoming events that we have. We're very excited. Nice shot, Aiden. Cross over, get a little bit of a break, maybe build up his confidence a little bit. He does have 4 marks, though, so he's still not in bad shape with the handicap that he's getting. So our next event is July 18th at Lakeview Lanes in Sun City, where we'll have our first ever seniors and women shootout. And it'll be a single day event, $1,500 first place, an $89 entry fee, with 3 different senior divisions and a women's division of all ages. So you don't have to be a senior woman, you just need to be a woman, then you can bowl in the women's division. And of course, if you're a senior woman, you get your choice. If you can bowl in the women's division, or you could bowl in your respective senior divisions. Senior divisions are divided by average and age. Really looking forward to going to Lakeview and having that event. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Only 3 qualifying squads there, and then we go into basically the same format. Other than the fact that it's 3 qualifying squads, it's pretty much the same format. We're just going to get done about 2 hours earlier at the end of the day. This is a long day. It's approaching 9 o'clock here in Tucson, and some of these bowlers, I don't know if any of these bowlers have been here since the morning. Let me take a quick look and see. Yeah, Brandon, he was in the 8:30 squad. Very long day for him indeed. And he's the only one. He's the only survivor from the morning. The other three were afternoon bowlers. Brandon really has a nice forward roll. Deep forward roll looks real good. So let's see. So after that, we go to AMF McRae Plaza Lanes in Chandler for another Saturday shootout, just like this one. If the progressive pot is not broken today, we're looking at probably $6,000 possible to the winner in that single day event at AMF McRae, which is pretty amazing. Wow, he gave up on that shot, and he didn't need to. I'm sure he's not going to complain about that. So, but after that, 6,000 is kind of a funny number because our Labor Day weekend, Jake's Auto Labor Day Classic is going to be, it's the end of the summer. It's going to be here before you know it. Monsoon season started, right? Or starting more or less. And towards the end of the monsoon season, we'll have the Labor Day Classic at Bolero Kyrene in Chandler. And that is a guaranteed $6,000 first place with the progressive pot. Progressive pot was not broken at Morongo, which is the previous. We have separate progressive pots for Saturday shootouts and classic events. So probably about $2,000 more possible for somebody breaking that. It's hard to say because of what the entries are. But we could certainly pay out $8,000 for the winner at Bolero Kyrene if we have a good number of entries and the winner breaks the progressive pot. We almost had it broken last time at Cliff Castle. Bowler threw the first two strikes. You need to throw three in a row to break it. You have to move to a different pair and was unsuccessful in getting that third strike. And so he got 15% of the pot, which was roughly how much was put in at Cliff Castle. So we came here, and it was basically the same thing. We got right back up to saying 5,500 for somebody to break it. And we'll see if somebody can do that today. All four of these bowlers are in the progressive pot, so they're guaranteed at least $2,500. Looks like the live stream is fairly solid. I'm not seeing any glitches when I'm watching, which is great. What are they bowling on, Jorge asked. They're bowling on 20. Now I'm going to forget it again, even though I just pulled it up. So let me pull it up and not misstate it. They're bowling on a challenge pattern, as all of our Saturday shootouts are, our single-day events. It's 2026 PBA Junior McEwen, 41 feet, 4.81 to 1, and 29.4 mils of volume. Drop rush at 35 feet. That's what they're bowling on today. And so it's probably time to start paying attention to the scores here. So let's see what we've got. Cody up here. This would be a huge. Oh, okay. This is going to fill and make it a lot easier for me to do math. So he's going to have 176 scratch, and of course he gets no handicap in the seventh, with the seventh filled. And then as soon as the graphics clear here, that takes him ahead of Aiden with all of his handicap. He's at 153, so about 20 pins on Aiden. And then Ricky will take that for sure. Ricky right now and Brandon are a little bit behind, although Brandon can make a little bit of a run at Aiden here with a strike. Brandon would have 148 filled through the seventh to Aiden's 153. But right now Cody is very much in the lead if he runs this down. Nice cover. So I switched to my phone instead of my tablet because the tablet was always zooming in and out a lot. And if it wasn't for the internet connections, we'd have a nice clear picture. I'll fix that when I cross-post it to YouTube. Resolution should be fine. But sorry about the distance. It's still almost readable on my tablet. Not quite. Right. Big shot for Brandon. Just a touch high, just a touch high. He really did need that to set up the 9th frame, but still in good shape. He runs this down. Right now, this is Cody's to, I mean, he can still get caught, of course, but if he stays clean, it's going to be tough for either Brandon or Aiden to catch him. Cover. Okay, he will take that for sure. Ouch. That's going to make it tough for him to catch Aiden, but Aiden's got to run this down, right? This is non-Macy spare. This is like one of the least favorite spares of anyone, and there's why. It's just a really tough spare to pick up. So what we've got now, Aiden's still, let's see, you know, you never know. Pick up a Greek church is certainly possible, but loss of count hurt because of the how close he was. We got 3, so he's going to be at 165 now. I'm sorry, 170 with handicap. So he's 9 pins behind Aiden. So basically, he needs to double if Aiden only spares. A mark could be real close. We don't break ties except for first, so they would just split the money if somehow this turns into a tie. I'm just seeing if any of them can even catch Cody now. So Aiden's best is 209. Unless Cody throws essentially 2 gutters, no chance. So basically this is Cody's now. Just needs to keep the ball on the lane. Cody is in control, William, yes? Right now it's a battle for second place, and then Ricky's going to come in fourth. Oops, we're going to need to reset there. Not good timing for that pin to fall right when Aiden was releasing his ball. I don't know if that threw him off or not. I think that stayed on the lane. Nice shot. Well done by Cody Johnston. He's going to win this and win $2,500. And good cover by Aiden. That wasn't easy. We're a Foundation Division bowler. So basically 150, so he has 199 possible with handicap. And so he strikes and he will force Brandon to go off the sheet at the 10th frame. Oh, wow.
Yeah! That's my guy. I like that. guys are very, like, when you're driving south, the world's largest pistachio. I see the sign. Yeah. Olive oil is number one for water. Very similar about the Tucson.
Great bowling.
You're like,
See if she needs it. Oh, got the trip. Okay, so again, if Brandon gets the next two strikes, he will jump ahead of Aiden and get the $1,000 second place prize. It's $1,000 for second, $750 for third, and $500 for fourth. Doesn't really matter. Who's open? That's a shame. All right. Well, so we have our second and third place now. So Cody is going to get fourth. Sorry, Cody's going to get first. Writing and talking is not my forte. 163 for Ricky. 71 out. Nice cover. Throwing a 178 and a 190. All right, congratulations to all four of our finalists, but especially to Cody Johnston, who wins Saturday Shootout VII here at Lucky Strike Bowl for $2,500, but we're not done yet. So there's a chance to break the progressive pot, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. Before I do that, let me say congrats also to Aiden Cheney. You got second place and $1,000. Brandon Knapp, third place for $750, and Ricky Montgomery, fourth place for $500. Great bowling all. So I'm going to ask Lucky Strike, if you could, to turn on 27 and 8 and lane 29, because we're going to have to throw one ball each. I'm not sure he's hearing me. So I might need to run up there. Let me just, okay. So here's how it's going to work while they're doing that. So, Cody, so you have a chance to win up to $5,500 total, including the $2,500 one. So basically you have a chance for another $3,000, all right? Here's how it works. You're going to throw your first ball, and it's basically free. And if you throw a strike, it's worth $400 to you. So now which lane did you finish on? 27, right? Okay, so you're going to need to throw this strike on lane 28. And if you get the strike, you earn $400, and then we'll talk about what comes next. Let's all cheer him on and see if he can win some more money. Don't worry about that. You just bowl, because all we care about is the pins. Oh. Yeah, we do need the lanes on because the ball won't return, we think. Is that correct? Okay, well that's, yeah, okay. We won't worry about 29 until we have to. Making you do extra work for your money here, Cody.
what happens is his last step,
Perfect time. All right. Okay, so that earned you $400. So now we have a decision to make. You can keep that $400 and just call it a day and win $2,900. Or you can decide to keep going. But here's what happens. If you keep going and you get another strike, That's worth another $900, taking you to a total of $3,800. But if you miss it, you drop back to only $2,700. What do you want to do? He's going to go. All right. So lane 27 for this one. If he throws a strike, his winnings will increase to $3,800. Great shot. Okay, one more to break the pot. You're going to have to go to lane 29 to do this one, though. So here's what happens. If you make the strike, you will go home with $5,500 if you decide to do it. If you miss it, you'll go home with, I have to make sure I get this right, $3,150. Do you want to go? He's going. All right, here we go. One more strike and the progressive pot will be broken. Congratulations, Cody Johnston. You just broke the progressive pot. And you're going home with $5,500 today for a single day event. $2,500 from the first place and $3,000 more by breaking the progressive pot. Congratulations. Very exciting. All right. Well, thank you all for coming out today. We're going to take some pictures, hand out a lot of money, and we're going to call it a day. Our next event is July 18th at Lakeview Lanes in Sun City, the Seniors and Women Shootout. And then our next Saturday Shootout, which will have some money in the progressive pot, but not nearly as much, will be at AMF McRae Lanes in Chandler. For everybody here on my team, thanks so much to Amanda and Norm and Robin, and we're going to sign off on the live stream and here on the mic. We'll see you all next time. Bye. Congratulations.
Thank you.